and welcome back to Bookish Theories. Today we catch up with Stray Kids once again leaning into the meme and proving that 4 plus 4 is indeed 8. In the latest comeback trailer, Stray Kids announced a new era centered around luck. According to the press release, 8 is an album that expresses the ambition of Stray Kids to chew on the domestic and foreign music markets this summer. Stray Kids are 8 to always 8, this is no different, but the trailer hints at that and so much more. At the beginning, the video opens with an ad featuring Felix. In this brand new story, Stray Kids are brand ambassadors of a fortune cookie called Date, and even if all of them appear in the ads, the video only shows us Felix's cut. Now, right off the bat, to me this makes a lot of sense, because let's not forget, this dude is literally called Yeonbok.
Yeonbok?
Yeah.
Like the chef?
Yeah, like
Dragon luck.
Dragon Luck fittingly kicks off this new era, and in the ad it describes the cookie as crunchy on the outside and lucky on the inside. Thing is that the lucky on the inside part is a bit of a pun here, because this phrase can also be translated as tricked by luck, deceived by luck, meaning that this cookie might not be as lucky as it seems. As we see in a second, in the video Stray Kids' luck very much depends on the cookie's fortune. If the cookie says they're lucky, then they are, but if the cookie decides that they aren't anymore, then they're not. This, however, can very much be a trick of perception. People are often affected by confirmation bias, which is the tendency to only notice things that confirm one's prior belief. If a person thinks they're lucky, then they'll mostly notice the lucky things that happen to them, but if one is convinced they are unlucky, that they're miserable that is, then they'll only focus on their misfortune. Since Stray Kids are very much a self-made group, maybe the message of the album will be that one creates their own luck through hard work and dedication. You don't need to be tricked by a cookie to find luck, you already have luck inside of you, which might be a cool angle to take given the pun at the very beginning. To see if I ate with this theory, we'll have to wait for the actual album to drop, but in the meantime let's unpack what we see in the video. Message aside, in the story the fortune cookie seems to be a legitimate source of luck which the boys are very much affected by. As Felix's ad ends, and Hyunjin and the others complimenting for a job well done in fact, Bang-chan opens a cookie and reads a very unfortunate message in it. It says, "Your luck no longer lasts from now on," and almost as if the universe heard this message, a lamp falls to the floor. The cookie decided that Anna's brother is out of luck from now on, and by association, so are the other members of Anna's brother's group. Lino, for instance, would like a coffee, but so do the other 50 people before him. He's the last person in line, and when it's finally his turn, the cafe closes in front of him. A cool detail here is that the cafe is called B, while at the end of the line there is a place called 2MH. This is a pun too, I think. B is a letter that looks like 8, a lucky number that the 8 cookie turned unlucky. In turn, 2MH stands for Lino. In Korean, 2 can also be translated as E, so if we put together EMH, we get E Min Ho, which is Lino's real name. Back to Felix, this dragon luck is about to get very unlucky too. He gets into an elevator and presses 8, which number 1 recalls that scene in Megaverse, and number 2 also reminds me that we still don't know what was up with Tablo and the next text. Me personally, I'm still hoping for a collab, and for this collab to have something to do with the upcoming Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Is this too much to ask? Maybe, but at the end of the day we only need a bit of luck, which is exactly what Felix doesn't have as he's about to die in the elevator. Over to Changbin, his tarot reading is not boding well either. On the left we see the 8 of Swords, often associated to entrapment, restriction and helplessness. On the right it's the 10 of Swords, meaning ruin, failure, bitterness and betrayal. And right in the middle we finish strong with none other than the Devil card, which often symbolizes oppression, obsession, as well as the shadows that limit your potential. Seeing this unlucky reading, Changbin decides to change method, but we can only assume that didn't go well either. Sumin on the other end is trying to take a selfie with his pizza, but a delivery guy bumps into him and makes it fall to the ground. Once again we see the 8 front and center here, with the pun 8 pizza reminding us that they ate even if Sumin stayed hungry. The dog wearing a jumpsuit though really ate, and at the end of the day that's all that matters. Next up we go to Hannah's brother, who is not only catching a cold, but has a sneeze powerful enough to destroy his own shells. Ayan is trying to buy his own merch but is all sold out, real. Hyunjin steps on a Lego, while Han falls from the bed after the alarm wakes him at 8. At this point the boys have had enough. Lino and Ayan team up to go look for the 8 cookies, and even if Ajishi tells Ayan they don't have them, Lino is lucky enough to find 1 pack. To me this is yet another indication that luck is a state of mind here. Lino finding the cookies is a lucky break that happened because he kept trying, not because of the cookies he didn't have, and yet they still think they're unlucky. As they open every cookie they're disappointed because they think that their fortune depends on that. that, and when Changbin finally finds a good one, they rejoice because only now luck is finally back in their life. Ayan receives a package from Stay with the merch he couldn't buy because they made it sold out, so it's a win-win situation. Hyunjin finds a sunflower instead of stepping on a Lego. Han finds money under the bed, and in the next reading, Changbin gets the Sun card, often representing happiness, good fortune, and success. As Stray Kids arrive to a red carpet event, somebody gives Bang-chan a neat cookie, and instead of opening it, he smiles and eats it. Bang-chan ate here, literally, thus answering the question, wait the luck. He did that. In fact, all of them did, meaning the luck is quite literally inside of them. Like any respectable Marvel movie, moreover, the trailer also gets a post-credit scene. Felix safely arrived to the 8th floor, and as the doors open, the greatest dog alive enters the scene. Felix calls it Lucky Dog because the pup has a 4-leaf clover on their head. If you think about it, this means that the trailer began with a shot of dragon luck and ended with double the luck we had at the very beginning. Was this intended? I don't know, but it's certainly a lucky break. For now, this is all I have for you, but let me know what you think in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please think about liking and subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.